Welcome back to the Retro Sports Gamer channel, and tonight I'm back with a PS2 classic NBA Street. And I'm going to talk about the NBA Finals Game 1 2020 between the Lakers and the Heat. I did watch part of the game, at least half or so. Fell asleep in between, but I got some things to talk about. I started this one-player campaign on NBA Street a while back with the Raptors. So I'm picking up where I left off. And I already got Jordan on the team, or I think we start with him in this game. So I'm going to go with Jordan, Vince Carter, and we're going to use Morning down low. So we'll see how we do here versus Team Biggs. What's up, Adam? So yeah, man, another historic broadcast. First national televised game of the NBA since everything went down with the coronavirus. It was on ABC. What's up, Antonio? So I haven't watched any NBA game, and honestly, there hasn't been one on digital antenna TV for me to watch anyways. Only caught glimpses of it at some of the bars I've been at. But yeah, I got to watch this one. So I thought the game started at 7 p.m. Central Time, but it actually started at 8. And that was unfortunate because I got to watch a cringeworthy interview between Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Sandler. And the whole thing seemed scripted and forced. It was just really difficult to watch. A story about Adam Sandler. You know, I've been into retro gaming for a while, and there was that one like Pac-Man movie game. I forgot or that one Pac-Man movie, and I think it was called Pixels. I was kind of interested in it, but then I saw it was Adam Sandler and Kevin James. And I'm just so sick of seeing these guys. Like, Adam Sandler is just not that funny, you know? He had some good movies in the 90s, but I didn't see the movie because of that. If it would have just been, like, random actors, I probably would have seen it. But it's like, come on, I'm burnt out of these guys. I saw that one horrible movie between, it had, like, Tim Allen, Chris Rock, and those guys in there. Sandler, it was bad. So after I saw that movie, I'm like, I can't do these guys anymore. I forgot what that movie was called. But anyways, so there was that cringeworthy interview. I think Adams, you know, of course it was not in person. It was a virtual interview between these two guys. And Adam Sandler jokes about how his beard is his mask. And Jimmy Kimmel's like, oh, no, you can't say that. You know, it's not covering it up or whatever. There wasn't much noteworthy that they were talking about, but they did bring up the Harlem Globetrotters, which is one of the original ways basketball was popularized. And, of course, people know that the Harlem Globetrotters did fancy moves, but the games were scripted. And the Harlem Globetrotters basically always won. So you could buy... Adam says, to me, Adam Sandler keep making movies about him falling in love. Yeah, I just got off of him. Like, I have no interest in the guy. It's just... these guys are talking about nothing. But anyways, yeah, so the Globetrotters, you could buy tickets to watch them play, but they do fancy moves, and the game's always scripted. So I thought that was interesting that they brought that up at the beginning of a NBA Game 1 Finals, because, you know, with some of the stuff that's gone on in the NBA, specifically referee Tim Donaghy talking about how some of the games were fixed. Yeah, so you can kind of see where this is going. The Lakers are by far the favorite. I mean, even if you didn't want to script what's going to happen. They're so much more talented than the Heat. The Heat have no chance. I mean, Anthony Davis and LeBron are top 5 players. Then they got Dwight Howard. He used to be a top 10 player in like the best shape of his life. You know, you got Danny Green, Rajon Rondo, both guys that can play, know their role, and have championship experience. And the Heat just got, what, a bunch of first-time guys that are there, led by Jimmy Butler. So wasn't expecting much out of the Heat, really, or the game. Just really wanted to see what the NBA was doing. Let me pause this a second, because I got some notes for this one. So I'm going to do my best when I'm talking about this, about why certain people will love what the NBA is doing and why certain people hate it. According to some of the videos that I've watched today, the ratings are down by like 50% potentially from last year. Oh man, getting Jordan blocked. Which is huge between, it was Raptors and Warriors last year. So that's a massive drop-off compared to what the NFL's been doing. Their numbers have dropped too, but nothing like that, especially for NBA Finals. But anyways, they show the only time you see the players. So there's a few things going on as far as divide and conquer. So everything you see now in 2020 is just to get people mad at each other. This is what we need to realize. The two things that are going on in like every sport broadcast are the BLM, the Black Lives Matter, and all the coronavirus separation, whether it's the masks or the social distancing stuff. So there's these two things that could potentially irritate the viewer. So the NBA, we know, has been the biggest supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement. And, they do the kneeling thing. They have it on the court. Some of the players have it on their jersey. Not all of them. I noticed, like, LeBron and Anthony Davis didn't have any saying on their jersey. But, so they're a big supporter of the movement. Now, let's just talk about what the movement is designed to do. So, just thinking about Black Lives Matter, of course people know that Black Lives Matter, but it's how the movement came to be which is irritating people. I think you could make a case that, there is some of these things that have been going on, whether it's unfairness or police brutality. But the way that they're doing it is they're glorifying the people that had unfortunate deaths, but also have some kind of criminal background. Now, there's a lot of shootings and things that go on in my hometown, Chicago, where there's actually like innocent children or people that these unfortunate things happen to, and you don't really hear much about it in the media. Definitely not on a national level. And so this is designed, the media wants you to see these specific instances to irritate both a couple sides of the agenda. Antonio says, I may not watch another game of the finals, actually. Well, I'd like to hear why, but I'll keep talking. And Adam says Adam Sandler was funny in Happy Gilmore. Yeah, Farley and Jim Carrey were funny in the 90s, too. Oh, yeah. Alonzo Mourning can't do those moves. I should know that, but I'm concentrating on talking, trying to play at the same time. I'm doing all right. So, yeah. That's what the BLM's designed to do. It's designed to pin people against each other and get mad about it because it doesn't make entire sense the way it was manufactured. But I can guarantee you there's, on both sides of it, there's people who have excellent points. But the thing is, it's built to get emotions from both sides and have them fighting with each other rather than uniting outside of, you know, the fact that it's happening. So the thing is like if it doesn't bother people, then they should continue watching. If it does, then don't watch. But don't get mad at either person that feels a certain way about it. Yeah, the Heat, I don't think the Heat have any chance of anything. And if you just think about it from a script perspective, like the Lakers are destined to win this year. So let me talk about some of the things I saw. Oh, yeah, one of the things that I saw is the players going to the locker room in masks. That's like the only time you see the players in them. Is like they show them getting off the bus going into the stadium. Otherwise, the players don't wear masks. It's nice that ESPN and Disney. Yeah, I know. I didn't play my best game. I was concentrating more on what I'm saying, but it's okay. I'll get back into it and do a rematch. And hopefully play better this time. Disney has all this money just to throw at all the things they're trying to push. Like, they have that big, huge social distancing table that Jalen Rose and Paul Pierce are sitting at. And it's just obnoxiously big. It's nice that they have money to make a big old table for the TV. They showed Pat Riley, who's one of like the great coaches and presidents of an NBA team of all time. He's, of course, wearing a mask like by himself. They have to show that for whatever reason. Well, you know why they're showing it. And I have written down here, Paul Pierce sucks. I like Paul Pierce as a player, but just, man, him as an analyst is just rough to listen to. So I wrote that down. Yeah, there was I was looked at some of the commercials, and I gotta score more with MJ. There was an Xfinity education commercial, basically, you know, tying in their internet service to how it's going to give you this good education through the e-learning stuff. Oh, Vince Carter going up. So there's that commercial, and then of course you got a Google commercial. Well, people are wearing masks in the commercial, and they're doing elbow bumps, you know, trying to alter the way you behave in your everyday life by suggesting it in a commercial. Okay, yeah, DoorDash is a big sponsor of the NBA, which it makes sense because what everyone's being told to do is just stay home, limit exposure to people, and just leaving your house. So obviously DoorDash makes sense because people just download the app on their phone and order food straight to your house, even if it's no contact delivery. That's big time. You got to get that no contact going. But yeah, so DoorDash is a big sponsor. You see them throughout the broadcast. Rachel Nichols, you see her in a mask pretty much the whole time. She's the sideline reporter. At the end of the game, she interviewed Anthony Davis, and they had another guy holding this long social distancing stick with a microphone so that he wasn't close to Anthony Davis. And Rachel Nichols is, of course, not next to him giving the interview. So this is the norm that I've seen on TV the last few months. Even the Notre Dame game was doing something like this. How about those Jets? Did they win tonight? I know they're on Thursday Night Football. There was like a BLM vote segment. All the players, for the most part, were wearing warm-ups that said vote. But the vote thing is, you kind of know how they want you to vote, but just voting at all is complying to a system that is broken. It's like, the way I like to say it, we're on a plane that is going to crash following the system. Just voting at all for Biden, Trump, Joe Jurgensen, the Libertarian candidate, which is a woman that's running that people probably don't even know about. The Constitution Party candidate, Don Blankenship. But anyways, you know, complying to the system at all at this point, you're on the plane. Oh, they got the game breaker. It's crashing. It's going to crash. And you're just continuing to consent to the system. So what we need to do is, you know, get that parachute and jump off the plane. and get a good landing, get the heck out of here. Because oh, I got it off. I should have shot a 3. He almost blocked me. Good thing he's short. So yes, they had the vote shirts, but they don't tell you who to vote for. So it's just, to me, it's like, just comply to this system. Either way. Man, this is not good. Next game, I might have to concentrate more on the game. Absolutely not. The Jets didn't win. Oh yes. So the announcers, I think, were Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, and Mike Breen, and they had plastic in between them, like they're gas station clerks. For the broadcast. This I haven't seen yet. The NFL wasn't doing this. The guys were just in the booth, like spaced apart. But yeah, they actually had plastic in between them in the Walt Disney Studio, whatever it's called, stadium. They have hashtag whole new game. Oh, this guy's hitting too many threes. Of course, yes, it is definitely a whole new game. We have never seen anything like they're broadcasting now. So yeah, that makes sense. I already talked about the kneeling for the national anthem. The Walt Disney logo is on the court. For those of you that don't look at this stuff that much, I mean, Walt Disney, his huge media power. But anyways, they have the, you know, the 666 on their logo. It's on the court now for the NBA Finals. Michelob Ultra had a commercial that shows the masks. Dinner served. Oh, and then you have the virtual fans. And this is, you know, everything being launched now with COVID-19. There is this virtual agenda. And you don't have any fans in attendance, but you have Big Shaq and Bill Walton on the Paul Pierce. You see them on the webcam, on the virtual walls that they have. And they have them behind the baskets, too. So not only can people not go to the game, but you still have your celebrity faces on the wall. I have no idea how you really get on the wall. I did see, like, a little kid, too. But yeah, this is the dystopia that they're pushing this year. So will it go away next year? I don't know. How long will they keep this going for? But yes, they got it going. And I'm saying on a podcast like TNT, because Shaquille and Charles Barkley, they beat me again. Bonafide. We'll get them back because I think I'm almost done with my notes here. Yeah, I mean, Barkley will say anything. That's at least a good thing about Charles Barkley. He'll say some off the wall stuff, but he'll say what he thinks. This one, it was released on the PlayStation 2 first, but it's on the other systems too. I think Xbox and GameCube. Couple positives: the coaches have no masks compared to the NFL, who get fined if they don't wear them, and the refs had no masks, so that was good to see. It just seemed like anyone who wasn't a player or involved in the game somehow had a mask on. So it's just like, I don't know, you're not important enough to you have your face seen. I know they do it because people like the part of this is a lot of people like what they see because they feel like the NBA is being safe. They're doing it respectfully, and they like to see this stuff. But I mean, when you break it down and think about it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it's another way that they're dividing people. Bonafide is Lil Wayne. He looks like him. They have like the bench players they have more room than ever. That must be nice for them. They're spread out, sitting on the bench. Some of them have masks on, but not all of them. Domino's Pizza had a mask commercial. They acknowledge virtual fans throughout the broadcast. And about in the second quarter, I kind of fell asleep because the Lakers started pounding the Heat, and the Heat never really came back. I did wake up at some point to see the conclusion, but yeah, it was it doesn't look like they have any shot. No, it's not on Xbox. I'm pretty sure it's on GameCube. I'm pretty sure. But we all got the internet, so we could look that up. But yeah, going back to what I'm saying about divide and conquer, some people loved what they're seeing here because, like I said, they're supporting causes that they support. They're taking the download on COVID-19 about being safe and staying away from people, and they feel like the NBA is being very responsible because not only are they taking all these measures on the broadcast, but they're in the bubble. And people like that. Some people are severely questioning what they're doing, and it's the first NBA broadcast I've ever watched where there were not fans in the stadium. Oh yeah, what's up, JC? Definitely NBA Showtime. You gotta line up. Hey, if you get job interviews in this day and age, you gotta concentrate on that. I'm playing with Vince Carter, Jordan, and Alonzo Mourning. So I'll try to get this going better here. Focusing on a little bit more. But the thing, I mean, I won't be mad at anyone that wants to watch the finals. Like, this is what this is designed to do. Get a reaction out of everybody. Whether it's promoting, not paying attention, or angering. The thing is just to take a look at it for what it is and decide if it's something you want to watch. I mean, all this stuff happening right now has put things into perspective with how much money these guys are making and how much time and energy invested into watching professional sports specifically, that it's just really not worth it to me. That's cool. I hope you get that. Board operator. That would be great, man. Yeah, a lot of people like Volume 2 better. I like this one because I feel like it's a little bit more... Obviously, there's tricks, but you could play the basketball straight up. And Antonio says NBA could be back in the bubble next season as well. And that's what I expect to happen. The media and the government are not letting up on this COVID-19, and they just want to keep going forth with it. They keep telling you to have people telling you to wear a mask and all this stuff. Like, it's all coordinated together. What's up, Infamous Smoke? So, I do expect that to happen, because really what they're trying to do is change people's behaviors, change what they're used to. So if this prolongs like another season of all this virtual stuff, like, it's just gonna become what it is. Oh, come on, Alonzo. You could definitely dunk. This team's no joke. Oh, they're stealing. See, that's where I'm not really doing that well these couple games, is on the defensive end. When you get really good at this game, oh, another misdunked. You get a lot of steals. Alonzo's like 6'10", so he's not like great for goaltending in this. Reminds you of hot sauce. I mean, what is there to watch though this finals? Like, the Lakers completely outmatched the Heat. I don't know what matchup is good for them at all. I mean, I guess you could see the Heat get hot from three-point land one game and maybe win, but the Lakers are going to win the series. And I would say even last year, oh, they got the game breaker. They're up. Well, that will put me temporarily in the lead. yeah, exactly. It's like it's following the storyline, Kevin. So, the one time a while back, my friend talked me into putting money in Bovada. And so I gambled on sports before, and I got my account all the way down to $4. I was and you had to like double your money to even take it out. So I bet on a bunch of NBA games, doubled down, and built it up to like maybe $80. And then at the beginning of the NFL playoffs that year, which was Super Bowl 50, I just bet that the Broncos would win the whole thing. And they weren't like a top seed that year. That was the year that Brock Osweiler came in and Peyton was injured, and then they didn't put him in right away. But I knew it was Peyton's last year. I was actually a fan of Peyton Manning, and I just bet the storyline. I'm like, it's Peyton's last year. Clearly he's on his way out. And it ended up paying off because the Broncos did win. And, like, even in that Super Bowl game, like, Peyton, it was like he could barely throw the ball. And the Broncos did have a good defense that year. But I think, especially when you go for champion in some of these sports, you can definitely take a look at what the storyline might be and win some money. Game to game, yeah, there's not a storyline like that for every game, but the champion, you could take a look at that stuff. Yeah, the NBA, like the Lakers, everyone was making fun of them for their moves, and then all of a sudden they're like a powerhouse again. And then Dwight Howard's a chiseled monster after everyone made fun of him for like 5 years. And then all of a sudden he's got a non-guaranteed contract, but he looks like he looks like he could be a starting center on any team and be one of the top defenders. That's my dunk to Superfly. I don't know. That's just the turbo buttons I like to hit. I don't think I'm going to get another game breaker. Oh, this guy's crossing me up. But yeah, I mean, the Warriors built super team. The only way the Raptors were able to win was by all the injuries. Like that's not something I saw coming. It was the Raptors trading for Kawhi and winning the NBA championship. But yeah, I mean the NBA, it's just not, it's not that watchable to me in its current form. And it's like, it's kind of like disconnected from reality. Like the reality people are living is nothing like what you're seeing on the screen now. Like people were able to go to these games and enjoy them in person. You know, have some food, some beers, enjoy it with their family, and now it's like complete dystopian reality. And they're wearing masks in awkward spots, and they're distancing themselves from each other with long microphones and big tables. And it's like, yeah, this this doesn't happen in people's real lives. Like now, you know, we don't even have the option to go see the game. They're really disconnecting the people from the sport. I really wonder what the players think about it. It's a win by 2. Oh, come on. This guy pulls off a huge... Oh, I lost 3 in a row to these guys. Alright, this game I'm going to concentrate. That one I concentrate a little bit more. But I have to beat these guys now. So yeah, I mean, the NBA was my favorite sports league of all time. Now I can't really I'm having a hard time watching any professional sports besides just reporting it on, like Ja Rule. Yeah, we had Lil Wayne earlier. But yeah, I will still enjoy these games that I loved while I was a huge fan of the NBA. Like I love NBA Showtime, NBA Street, all these different games. I'll still play them. But I much rather do that than watch any of these sports in their current form and pretend like I like what I'm seeing. And I'll follow it just here and there just so I could carry a quick conversation. Like the only places that are around me that are pretty normal to go to right now are the bars, and people want to talk about sports, so I'll at least kind of know what happens with the Bears. And you know, the Sox just lost in the playoffs today. I don't know if the Cubs ended up playing. Ooh, you got Showtime. What system did you get it for? Gotta get these game breakers going early. PS1. Yeah, I have it for every system. It's actually better on PS1 than N64. Because the N64 version cuts a lot of audio from the announcer. And the N64 version doesn't really look that fantastic. They're pretty comparable. Dreamcast 1 is by far the superior. It's arcade perfect. Get those oops going. NBA Street, NBA Street or NBA Jam 2000. I think that's an easy one. When Acclaim started making NBA Jam games, they put the name in the toilet. Man, I don't know, Alonzo can't jump or what? Just getting crossed by this. Get out of here. Defense. Cubs Marlins was rained out. Dunk on him. Yeah, if he has it in storage, he needs to get that thing out. It's working. Oh, this little guy. Kevin says, we're going to make a jam simulation. Acclaim bleeds money. Yeah, I don't know. They screwed up trying to make the arcade version, which the NBA Jam Extreme. And then they switched over to that pretty quickly. Come on, Jordan. You got to block this little dude. I got too fancy. All right, they're coming back a little bit. Get them out of the way. Double header tomorrow? Oh, wow. Giving these guys double duty. EA for NBA Jam? They did. They did later on. I don't know if they still have the rights to it, but to make the NBA Jam... Oh, man, these guys are playing some defense. To make that NBA Jam and the On Fire edition, they bought the rights. What the heck is going on now? Oh, yeah, Keith Van Horn was on the cover of, I think, NBA Jam 99. Oh, gotta play some defense. Can't get the dunks going. Pump fake. Third game Sunday. Poland, Vince Carter. I mean, Tournament Edition is pretty much the same as the original NBA Jam. It's just got more extended rosters, and then you can also do, on the console versions, you can do all the power-up icons and hotspots. So yeah, there's more to the game, but it's pretty much the same gameplay, which isn't a bad thing. Jordan. Yeah, so basically Midway is the actual creator of NBA Jam, and Acclaim ported them over for Midway to the consoles. Oh, they got their game breaker. And then the rights were stolen from Midway because as the story goes, a guy from Acclaim, I believe, went to work at the NBA. That was huge, that block. Those are the kind of blocks that win games, when you block a game breaker. A lot of times that's what the games come down to, when they're evenly matched. But yeah, baseball, I mean, it's harder to predict really who's going to win in baseball year to year. Could really be anybody. No, I have not. How does it look? The 2K 21 screenshot. Does it look like lifelike now? Oh man. It's a little jumper. This one's getting close. Yeah, I mean, what are they gonna do, these new games, like with the sports like this? Is this what they're gonna simulate, this virtual wall thing of fans? I'm pretty sure, like, and I'll never say never, but I think I'm pretty much done with the next gen consoles. I think the Switch is where I'll be done. I could see me probably wanting another Nintendo console in the future. I like what they do in general. And as a young adult, it's kind of annoying what Nintendo does as far as their online not being intuitive at all for voice chat or adding people. But as a parent, I kind of get it. Like, you can't just randomly find kids online and talk to them. You got to give them that dumb friend code. So I could see it, but the Switch is a very powerful console. I don't know what they're going to build off of when you could do a handheld and play HD. And they have physical games, which I like, that actually play off the card. Oh, that was big. He's trying to waste it. Come on, punk. So they got their game breaker. This is not good. They just won the game off of that. Oh, this is... I was 6-1 going into this. This guy's a... I didn't see that one coming. I should have paid attention more to the meter. And you know, Game Bakers got more ridiculous in the series, which is kind of why I didn't like later versions, because then it was like a +3, -2. It became like all about the tricks in the Game Breakers. Which, that's pretty much what this game came down to, but it's really not all about that. I'm going to switch up my lineup, I think. I haven't tried home court, NBA home court. Drew says, I think it would be a good idea if they did an NBA bubble in my league. The Switch, yeah, it could use some more games. It's got a ton of indie games. But if you like quality Nintendo games, it's really hard not to like their systems just because of those games. Switch to Biggs. Yeah, Morning's not cutting it. Maybe Biggs has better handles. I mean, I don't know why it would take out Jordan. That would be dumb. We could put in McGrady instead of Carter. McGrady's one of the best players in this game. Like, his ratings are all above average. And Biggs has no handles. I remember one of the guys I used to like that had handles and blocking was Kevin Garnett, but I haven't played them yet. Oh man, no, I don't see that happening. Seeing Space Jam 2. I think I'll leave the good memories with the first one. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Especially, yeah, if it's coming out next year. What better way to sell the movie than have the Lakers win the championship? NFL 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll just avoid. I'll avoid dribbling with him, trying to do any tricks, just like I was Mourning. He doesn't seem too much different than Mourning. He doesn't look taller either. Yeah, so I have the icon as the Raptors up here, but you could hardly tell now. Yeah, I really tried to win that last one and they beat me, so not too happy about that. But it is what it is. Oh. Air raid. Oh, McGrady. I think I'm going to win this one because of McGrady. He got dunked on by this guy. He must have a little bit more power. This block defense combo. Double blockage. Man, they're just blocking the crap out of me. Double team bona fide. I need to get a breakaway dinner serve dunk. Blocked. This little guy is just doing too much. Oh, there we go. See McGrady with the hops. No turbo. Someone go up for an alley-oop. Not fluid to start this one. I would have been disgraced with my former self if I lost 4 times in a row. I had a I still have a record on this game on this memory card where I'm like 69-0. I had 2 records. The other one I'm well over 80%. Come on, hit that. What's up, James Bond? No, I don't think you're too late. I mean, we just kind of started this game. You're too late for the juicy stuff, but now we're just playing some NBA Street. Come on, this guy's hitting fadeaways. Fadeaway threes. How did the rights get stolen from Midway? I believe a guy from Acclaim went to work at the NBA. And so, you know, it's just legal stuff. And Acclaim ruined the name. They drug it through the mud. That's why you got NBA Hang Time and NBA Showtime is the true successors to NBA Jam and NBA Jam TE. The only NBA Jam that was decent was the one that's on the PS2. And that Acclaim made that one, but that was their last one. But it was competing against this game, so it's not good. I mean, it's all right. It's not bad, but compared to this, it can't hold a candle to it. if I lose again, I have to play NBA Jam 99. Well, I don't have the game. I'll have to call up Brian and make him drive like 50 minutes or so over here so he can bring the game to me to play. Pretty sure I've seen him with the full game box art. Oh, NBA Jam poster, that's cool. How the NFL teams are making money? That's a good point. This guy's right on me. Well, they're not making as much, but they've already, made a ton of money throughout the years. But yeah, the TV deals, basically. Oh, I hate when they just hit these little floater long range. Dunk on these guys. But yeah, you would think if it wasn't like a clear-cut agenda, you would think more of these sports leagues would really fight to have fans so they could have ticket sales and concessions, but it doesn't seem to matter for them, I guess. Oh, he's just trying to pull up. Get that out of here. Jordan with the two-handed block. I think football, like especially the NFL, has held its own more because people love to bet and fantasy football. It's like a community thing that guys do, and some ladies. And they have these ongoing leagues for years, and they just didn't want to stop them, even if they weren't really into what the NFL's doing. This guy's just hitting these long rangers. Oh, that should have been a block. I don't know. Biggs isn't doing too much out here. Oh, this guy. Skip to my Lou over here. Hitting threes. This guy is really good. Oh, he's blocking me. Come on, there. You get this rubber banding going. I need to get the Big Yeti snowman. This guy doesn't miss. Just hit freaking 3 threes in a row. This guy's blocking me. Oh, he gets the board back. I don't know. It's not looking too good. Oh, this the wheels are coming off this one. Long range, they got the game breaker. Oh, I had to go for the game one. I had a chance. I went for the game winner with Jordan, and he missed it. It would have been a 2-pointer. Hey, at least it was a good team. Or a good game. Oh, wait. It's not over yet. Oh, come on. I had that steal. This guy just didn't miss a 3. What can I do? He hit like 10 points on threes. Well, I'm not stopping until I beat this stupid guy. Yeah, that one was an ouch. 2 good games in a row.
Ready for a little this here,
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know what the skill level's at. Because I started this one a while back. Yeah, he really torched me at the end of that game. That was pretty irritating. I think I'm getting the stealing down again though, so it's gonna be big for me. Come on, where's this Biggs guy? Alright, we got combos going. Oh, I was gonna do dinner served. I don't know why I didn't go for it. Yeah, you cannot let this guy cross you at the 3-point line. He'll just drain a 3. It's nothing to him. Rise up, that's cool. Basic dunk in this game. At least this guy bricks him. Give me the ball already. Man, he's a little aggravating to guard. Whoa, he missed one. Can't believe it. Like the last 2 games blocked the game breakers and I still lost. This guy can't dribble. Bad shot, but I figured go for it. Jordan. I like to go back and watch the first game I played when I was talking. It was pretty close for not really paying attention. They got the game breaker before me. I'll see if I can get a block. There we go. Got it again. Still early though. But yeah, you usually go for 2-point shot on the game breakers because then you get +2, -2, right? Yep. Instead of going for a dunk, just +1, -1. Now this guy's just gonna get crazy. Oh, and a quick steal. There might be a little bit of rubber banding going on in this game. No way. Come on. Oh, man. They learned that from Midway. Let the computer come back. they got the game breaker bar going up like crazy again. Their defense. Yeah, this is a tough team. Oh, man. Come on, Jordan. You could hit a 3. Oh, this guy can't hit a layup. This is going downhill quick. Wow. I have to fight my way back now. Oh, I just went for the easy game breaker. Won't hurt me too bad. Yeah, I definitely feel the rubber band. They steal it. They start blocking. The guy starts hitting 3s. I was crushing them. There we go, big block. Dinner served, that's a 7,500 on the trick scale. It's always this guy dribbling and then shooting 3s. That's their whole strategy. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, he's not going to miss that if he's hitting all those 3s. Ripped. Ripped right back. The bigs. Oh, come on. This guy can't finish at the rim. There he just outpowered him. Alright, still got a lead. Game breaker bar is pretty equal. Oh, good thing he went up because I had nowhere to go on that one. Don't want this guy shooting 3s. Oh, shoot that up. Big block. Block combo. Oh, and of course. Oh, I don't know how he dunked on me. That I don't feel like that should have happened. Jordan dunking on people. Yeah, I know. Waste their game breaker. That's a strategy. Been pretty good at blocking him. Hey, I'll take that if he wants to shoot from inside the arc. Bigs. The old school skyhook. Oh no. Ran out of turbo. Alright. 1917. Oh no. Wow, he missed. Oh, he caught it. I thought the oop might have been a little late, but he got it just in the nick of time. Grady comes through on the big defense, and the bigs finishes it off. That was not easy. But I did it. After what? 5, 6 games? 15 dunks. Really, it was just all long range shots for them. Steals pretty equal. Bonafide was he was a real boss. Yeah, I wouldn't use. Yeah, I felt like I earned it because they weren't backing down. A lot of times playing these games, you don't feel challenged after a while. But that was a challenge. Let's see who's up next. He's just one of the bosses in between the regions. I don't think I've ever really gotten stuck like that on a boss. So then the next region is all these teams. But yeah, I've already put in a lot of games just to beat that one team. So I'll save the progress here. I think I talked about what I wanted to talk about as far as the NBA Finals. But are you guys watching the rest of the NBA Finals? I know Antonio said that he's probably not going to watch it anymore. With these teams, I could probably breeze through one of these teams. Let's see, who would not be good in 2001? I don't think the Suns were good yet, but they're not terrible. I don't think the Nuggets are good. The Rockets have Yao Ming. Don't want to play them. Or maybe I do, so I can get him. Yeah, let's play the Rockets. Let's see if they have Yao. Yeah. And I think if people aren't turned off by the politics, they're just turned off by like, well, the Lakers are so much better than the Heat. What's the point of even watching? Oh no, they don't have Yao. They wouldn't just not put him in the game. Or maybe they just didn't play him. I don't know. Get McGrady back in there. I don't know. I'm gonna play no center and see if that works. McGrady's got good enough power. I think Jordan's is okay. It's kind of annoying having a player in there who can't dribble, because then it kind of ruins the flow a little bit. Denver was one of the worst teams. Yeah. I could have sworn Yao's in this game, but maybe not. Maybe he was in Volume 2. I know the Big Yeti Snowman is like 7'8" or 8 foot, and he's like the best to goaltend. Hey there, y'all. Route 66 is going up. And Shaq's pretty good. He's like 7'1". Oh no, you don't. Who do they got? Maurice Taylor? Elijahwan Mobley Francis. I don't think they got Elijahwan. I think he's on the Raptors by now. He's probably just not on a team. Yeah, I think most people think that Adam is. You could go for the Heat all you want, but do they really have a chance? Oh, that was big. That's probably what I'm thinking. That he's in Volume 2. Yeah, Toronto Raptors legend, Hakeem the Dream. Yeah, I talked about the Raptors' strategy through the Vince Carter era on one of the streams I did most recently, and they kept surrounding Vince Carter with all these old vets. It worked for a little bit because, like, Antonio Davis had a lot left in the tank, and Oakley had a little bit. You know, some of these other guys, Bogues, Del Curry, they can do specific things, but they got carried away with it. And then Vince wanted to leave. Miami's team was built to get out of the East. Yeah, I mean, they were kind of a surprise, even early in the season when they were being talked about. Oh, I didn't know I had the game breaker. Oh, well. 1 point swing it is. Jordan with the steal. Get on the floor. Miami's team was built to get out of the East, but not enough to beat anyone in the West. Yep. I know I just read that one, but that's kind of like the East every year, though. Besides for when, you know, they had LeBron on the Cavs, or when the Heat had their super team. Yeah, well, Toronto lost McGrady because McGrady kind of wanted to do his own thing, and he was kind of already in Vince Carter's shadow. But he'd signed on the Magic with Grant Hill, and he potentially could have been in his shadow too if he didn't get injured. But the thing was, Grant Hill was a triple-double guy. He's a team, you know, not that Vince Carter wasn't a team player. Vince Carter was looking to get his own offense first, whereas Grant Hill is just looking to make the right play every time up the court. Oh, they're hitting threes. The Carter-Chris Bosh era, I think they intersected towards the end of Carter being on there, but that was before Chris Bosh really blossomed as being a top NBA talent. But yeah, the guys they got, like Morris Peterson was probably the second best player they had for a while. And well, he was a good role player. He's not good enough to get you anywhere in the East. Oh yeah, Shaq when he got traded to the Heat. This game has been far from a breeze. They don't have the guy threatening the long range, which is good. Yeah, the NBA, like, the way that... Oh, come on. The way that it's, they've been covering it, they're really close to make it, like, about it being a drama. Especially ESPN. With all the trade, what the players do and talk about. I don't know. But I've been completely tuned out of it now. But it's nice not hearing Stephen A. Smith for months. Oh, they just lost their game breaker. Of course, you can't escape seeing them every once in a while. But before all this happened, I didn't mind watching The Jump with Rachel Nichols, and they would have like McGrady and Pippin. But ah, man, I just can't. I can't watch any of that kind of stuff anymore. Shot clock violation. Oh, they wasted my game breaker. Yep. ESPN, they certainly act like that. They just pump up the same guys over and over. Star power. Build up the star power. Oh yeah, NBA and NBC was awesome. When NBC covered basketball in the 90s, that's when it was at its best. It had the best theme. They had the Inside Stuff show, I believe, was even on NBC. They had Marv Albert announcing. Peter Vesey, the backroom guy. Like, it was really just all about the sport then. And it was great presentation and build up. When they used to do those build up promos before the game, like Bulls versus Knicks, and they show like the history of the rivalry and the games that they played in the season. Got him. Busted rim. Stephen A. Smith surely does like those Cowboys. Matter of fact, I think that's the last time I seen his face, like smoking a cigar on Twitter. Yeah. The Tampa Bay Lightning win the Stanley Cup. Let's get back to what Tom Brady had for breakfast today. Yeah, Kendrick Perkins he's just there to stir up drama. That's it. They get guys like Kendrick Perkins does not project well on a microphone at all. And neither does Scottie Pippen. So and some of these guys don't make good points, but Kendrick Perkins is really just there to build up drama. Yeah, I mean, you got this arcade cabinet here, you got the NBA and NBC music. It was just unbelievable. NBA Jam, Midway made it. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever get back to it. It definitely lost something when they didn't have the rights to the NBA anymore. I think TNT's always done a good job with what they do. But yeah, it definitely lost something when it switched over to ESPN and ABC. It wasn't the same. I was pretty disappointed about that. And they used to show a ton more basketball on regular TV before. Like, they would have double headers, triple headers, quadruple headers. They would start showing the games on TV, like in the conference finals. It's just not like that anymore. Perkins is there just to say the exact opposite thing to fill airtime and fit the narrative. Yep. Oh, who's that one guy? He's like a light-skinned black guy, former center. He went to UCLA. He really wasn't that good of an NBA talent. He's pretty annoying as well. I forgot his name though. Who did the Nuggets got? Yeah, NBA on TBS back in the 90s. Oh, Adam Silver's probably not going to do anything that people want. He's just going to go... Yeah, Ryan Hollins. That's who I'm thinking of. He has the worst opinions. It's like they just put him on there to irritate everybody. I saw a segment of him and Shaq, and he's saying all this off the wall things about like who's the greatest player, and Shaq's like, "Is this guy serious? Like, did you just?" He's like, "How much are they paying you to say all this stuff?" Like he didn't take him seriously at all. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be taking any of these guys, even though Steve Francis is good. Shannon Anderson. Oh, Elijah is on the Rockets. I was wrong. His ratings are not good, though. He was going downhill. I'll just take the development points. You remember that on First Take? Yeah. ESPN is just really terrible. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Create a player. No, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. I got a couple wins now under my belt after Bonafide took me to the woodshed a couple times. Actually, more than a couple times. But thank you all for watching. I don't know how many more reports like this I'll be doing, just because after experiencing it, I'm pretty much done watching it. At least the NBA Finals. I can't imagine the World Series is going to be too different than what we've already been seeing with baseball. Definitely, though, Super Bowl. There's going to be... when we get to the Super Bowl, it's going to be interesting. Because the NFL is the one league that actually has fans in the stadium. So, it's going to be a roller coaster. And we'll see how things are when the Super Bowl hits. Kevin says good games. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care.